Mic off.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. Getting so I can't tell the... But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. Name's Nyoka.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet.
Shut the fuck. Fair.
My dad always kept his firearms and liquors in different lockers.
Out here, if you ain't a little buzzed, you're liable to notice the stench of life. Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI pay. Nice change of pace. Another in a long line of damn fools trying to cut me. Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. Oh, you want information for nothing? Very well. I am no match for your your yammering. Go south. Along the road, not the river. Look for the mountain with devil horns. Watch out for raps and mana swarms. And you know it'd really be safer if I went with you. Outstanding! I'm cut off for the month. On account... Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
New face, huh? You from off... A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you. Why don't you grab a chair?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. Well, as long as we don't run out of bit. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just... I don't see how. When Sanjar took over MSI, he tossed all the old corporate rules. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch. We're free from the board, you know? I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. Sure thing.
Thanks for the help. Still, this is a nice break.
Rap Musk and Kane. Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal part? I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and
Mr. Pickett? Franklin?
that's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to... As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Sure, they're real big. Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett.
Captain, can we look for him?
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help.
Thanks, Captain.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here. And last Mana Queen I saw was in the...
Please, will someone help me? My boy's in trouble. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back.
It's more dissolving than melt.
That is not... Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the man to save your little Tucky. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago.
Oh, law, Cap.
Please. Thank you. You look for him in Amber Heights. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouth.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly... logged.
Sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries. What can I do?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm wing. So I can talk to him, of course.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. I couldn't. Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. Oh.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit? How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can
You've often posed these...
Clear my schedule. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bark. Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the... Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly power.
Indeed. Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms.
But will that help the people here?
That's precisely...
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit?
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middleman. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and with a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Hal.
And you'll have a powerful ally on...
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halsey.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush. In the old arms building southwest of town. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the...
Here to do business with Sanjar. Here to do business with Sanjar.
Someone's been... I think I'm gonna be sick. No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. If you're going into the apartments, do not go... Now, if you'll...
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Not much I can do for this guy.
Whatever you do, you never hear me.
You startled me. Don't. You again! You again!
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Good day to you.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor... Most people don't. Besides... Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? The board was right. Sanjar, of course. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize it's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you. I'm not even... Add that to the supply shortages. Only every day. And Well, thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an...
You're fast.
Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid. Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those.
Quite the bedside manner, lady.
Well, it's so rare I get the pleasure of new company. What can I... And what a helpful young man you are.
Whiskey helps, too.
Please leave medical and... Now, dearie. I'm so sorry. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Now I've gone and said too much. And Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal up... Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the... And to keep an extra key to the supply. Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll.
But until then?
Episodic pharmacological delirium is no laughing matter. Chin up. If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
I can take a hint.
We don't get many outsiders.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest Tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths. Aren't they just? Most of the time it's static on account of the frequency being clogged up. So, what? Poor Isaac. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies push. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over toss. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not...
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just the usual. You were up there.
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for... I'm either. Give me those pills, will you? Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot... Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again? Tell him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook. Hard workers?
I'll wager she don't pay those folks that maintain the mechanicals decent neither.
Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about... Maybe so, but I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk, but if the money's real...
You'd steal from your own people? That's low, ma'am.
That's business. For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Fine by... Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but he's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals. But he has creative notions of working hours. I can't keep working double shifts either, since you don't seem to be constrained yourself. Tell him something else. Stealing's such a nasty word. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the... We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong... Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook.
If you want to talk to the boss, check him back at the warehouse.
How'd you do that so fast?
wouldn't mind smelling like Saltuna if we could sell more of it.
You're probably looking for Velma. Watch out, she's in a mood.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
I think they're watching the same.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kinda hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret. Berta already pissed by those crates. Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that it... And not that... I don't think so.
Make him regret it. You're fading!
Serves you right. Thank the law. Hey! I don't think...
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got...
You look... Huh. I haven't seen her in a I hope it's working. Wait, I see what's going on.
Oh, no, that's not it at all.
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit. You sound pretty sure. And she is awful now.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance.
Okay, I'll do it.
That's the spirits between you and me, Captain.
Have you talked to... Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited?
Was he like,
yay? Oh, I will. Now I've just got to figure out which jumpsuit I'm... look at me going on. Anyhow.
A fine day for business, anyway. But that's terrible. But that means we won't be able to log their testimony. If there's one thing I've been hoping to re-establish in Stellar Bay... Always a shame when tempers get the best. Still, your intervention in the matter is much...